This full moon brings a potent energy of transformation. And so to help you make the most of it, I'm excited to share with you a powerful 5-step full moon ritual for release. The full moon is such a powerful time of illumination, where the moon, reflecting the light of the sun through the night, illuminates what's been hidden in the shadows, hidden by the cover of night. It's a time where what has been hidden is illuminated and brought to the surface at the level of the collective and within your own personal psyche and your own personal life. By observing what's being revealed to you, you can then powerfully release and transform your personal experience by letting go of what's old and outdated and no longer serves, so that you can begin to step into more of your truth and power, truly living your most radiant, fulfilled, and vibrant life. A full moon ritual for release is not the only ritual you can do amidst the full moon energy. And I actually have a complete full moon ritual guide for you that you can check out here and in the description below. But now let's dive in to this full moon ritual for release. So this ritual I'm going to share with you is simple and yet incredibly powerful. And the first step is to simply create a sense of sacred space around you. Sacred space is like a container that you create that empowers you in inviting your connection with spirit in. Creating sacred space for this full moon ritual can be as simple as lighting a few candles, getting a few crystals in your journal, and just taking a few moments to breathe and center your awareness and energy within. I always like to call in my team of guides, angels, and ascended masters of the middle path. You can call in your ancestors, your galactic family, or simply call in Source, the divine, God, presence to support you. For the full moon ritual, you could do this outside under the light of the full moon, or simply in a quiet or cozy corner of your home or office where you can take some time to reflect and to enter in. Once you have a sacred space, maybe you bring some crystals and oracle cards, as I said, light a candle, diffuse some essential oil, just do something to tangibly shift the energy and to reveal to your mind, to your awareness, that this is now a time that's sacred, a time to communicate with the sacred and with the divine within. The second step is then to reflect. Look back to this time last year and take a moment to honor how much you've grown, how far you've progressed, to face and honor the challenges you've overcome, the shifts you've navigated, and to take note of how much you've grown and how you've changed. What was important to you last year and what is important to you now? How have your values changed? How has your intention for what you're wanting to weave and manifest and call forth into your life evolved? This is really about getting clear about where you are now, not judging where you've been or judging yourself now against where you want to go. Just be honest about where you are and tune into that energy of what is now most important to you. This is essential because then the third step is to get out your journal and a pen and put into writing what you need to release and let go of to more vibrantly shine in alignment with what you truly value and in alignment with your intentions for what you want to manifest and create in the future. So this could be writing out something very specific that you're aware you have been holding on to and it's time to release and let go of. Or it could be more vague. It could take some journaling about how you've been relating to the world, how you've been relating to the people who you're in relationship, and how you've been relating to yourself. Write down the emotional patterns, the habits, the perspectives, the thoughts, the self-judgments, the reactive tendencies that you have that you don't want to continue to carry, that you know are out of alignment with your core truth, your radiant bliss, and you're living your most vibrant life. Write out everything you want to release and let go of. Don't fall into just judging yourself. And if you do, recognize that this is something that would be good to write down so that you can let it go. Once you've written out everything that you want to release, that you realize no longer serves you, onto your paper, onto your journal, tear out that page. And then for step number 4, you're going to release it into the light. Now, it can be powerful for this step to partner with the elements. And what I mean by this is that if you're able to have a fire, you could burn that paper. Partner with the element of fire to transmute and symbolically burn away these things that are no longer serving. You could take your paper and bury it into the earth, releasing all that no longer serves you into the earth, who can then take that energy to transmute it into something useful and something that will serve. Alternately, you could get a bowl of water and submerge that paper in water to drown it, to let it go. Water is incredibly purifying and cleansing. And so sense the element of water cleansing away these things that no longer serve. And finally, or alternately, you can simply hold that paper up and think or say, I now release this over to the angels and into the light. I now release all that no longer serves into the light so that I may more vibrantly shine, be of service at a higher level of my life, and live with more joy, embodying more of my truth, and standing in more of my divine authenticity. Once you've released, and you will likely feel a tangible lightness, a release as you let go energetically of these things that no longer serve you. If you have strong emotions coming up, or there's something that just really feels stuck in your energetic field, this can be a powerful time to smudge your energy with a smudge stick, with sage, with a sacred incense like copal or frankincense or myrrh, an essential oil spray to cleanse your energy. You could also take a salt bath to support your body and your energy in releasing and purging and letting go of that old energy. Because then, and step number 5, is that once you release, it's now time to fill yourself back up with light, to allow your awareness to dive inward, to connect with your heart light, with the central column of light along your core, to let yourself be filled with the light. There's an ancient ritual and practice called drawing down the moon. So for this, you could actually go stand outside in the moonlight and feel the energy of the moon pouring into your being, offering you a final cleanse and blessing of light, cleansing and dissolving away all that no longer serves you. Because beneath that all, beneath the lies and illusions that are not the truth of you, is an underlying light, bliss, and divine presence that is your core truth. Reconnect with that core truth. Reconnect with your underlying vibrance and let that blossom out from within you. Let your vibration raise. Let your energy center. Feel your energy ground to the earth below and to the light of infinite above. Your heart light opening, blossoming, and expanding around you to fill your field with light and to powerfully reset your energy so that you, moving forward, can now more vibrantly shine. And as the moon, which after it's full begins to wane and get smaller and move towards new, so as the moon is essentially in the cycle of dying, you can powerfully and within physical reality actually release and let go of these things that are not serving you. The perspectives, the judgments, the patterns, the habits that are out of alignment with your core truth, letting them go so you can now more than ever vibrantly shine and thrive and be of service in the world in the way that you love and enjoy, embodying your core truth and standing in integrity, authenticity, and alignment with your highest divine light. After you've tuned into your inner light in this way and let your vibrant truth and well-being rise to the surface, take a moment to thank the moon, thank the stars, thank your guides, thank the angels, the earth, the divine, God, source, the one, the all, and thank yourself for showing up in this way to reflect, to release, to make the most of this potent full moon energy. And then you can close your ritual by simply saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. Now that you're all charged up, this would be a good time to do a little divination. And right now, let's draw a little card to see what else Spirit wants for you to know here and now. And we have the Hot Moon card, just reminding you that the full moon is a time when the energy can run a bit extreme. And so this is a message to do what you need to do amidst the window of full moon energy to maintain your cool, to maintain your composure, to recognize that the extreme energy or emotion that arises up does so that you can release it. So acknowledge it, but then step back in perspective, back into observer, to observe your reaction, to take note of it so that you can powerfully release it using this full moon ritual. And again, I have a lot more that I've shared about how to create your own ritual around the full moon. So check that out in the description below. And then if you'd like to learn more about the meaning of the full moon in a spiritual sense, I have a video for you about that here.